I have Gina here. Hi, Gina.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good.
So you've been on CPAP for the last few weeks, and you came in here troubleshooting a problem, and it looks like 2 weeks went pretty smoothly up until last night. But before we get into the issue, has CPAP therapy made a difference at all in your life?
Oh, it really has. I used to wake up every single morning with the god-awful headaches, and I was just so tired. It felt like I didn't even go to bed. It was awful. But now that I've been using the machine and I'm getting the air that I need, I feel so much better. My head doesn't hurt anymore in the mornings. Everything's going great with the machine.
Excellent. And I noticed you use a newer ResMed Airsense 11, and you're using the Fisher & Paykel Evora mask. So when you came in, your score last night was a 5. You said that the machine kept shutting off because of high leakage. So if you could show everybody what the problem is. So if anyone else is experiencing this type of problem, and they can see it on this video.
So this kept coming, this wasn't connected properly. I didn't know that, I'm sorry, this hose. So when it said I had a leak and I kept trying to fix this, I didn't realize that this was part of this.
Okay.
It should have been this connected to here first,
Yep.
and then connected to here. So then that solved all my problems. With 2 minutes with the lady, she solved all my problems.
Yeah, because before that, you were ready to buy a new cushion.
I was ready to replace the whole thing because I didn't know. They do the consultations with the machine so quickly because I know there's a lot of people, and they give you like a 45-minute class or like session, and I just feel like a lot of the questions, I feel like maybe they should be a little bit longer.
I think so. And
having a 1-800 number that's only Monday through Friday, accidents happen on the weekends. I think there should be more of a helpline.
No, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why we have this YouTube channel for the last 4 or 5 years, is because people like you who have these types of problems, others out there are going to have the same exact problems. They're going to run into the same issue. And when they see the video, oh, it's just this.
Right. And I live in Connecticut. None of the stores in Connecticut are weekend hours either. This is the only store that was open. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm coming.
So one of the other mistakes I'm going to show you that people make, that the white clip that you just put in there, sometimes they'll leave it in there, and when they buy a new mask, they'll try, this will come with the white clip, and they'll try to stick it in a white clip where they can't fit it, and they say, oh, this mask, this hose doesn't fit with my machine, even though it does. It really does. So just keep that in mind too. But
yeah, I thought that this was part of this, not this. Okay. So that is very, very helpful to learn today. Very helpful.
So we're starting to see a trend now too, where you told us that you were running the mask fit every single night.
I was doing it every single night. I thought she said it was important to make sure my seal was proper, and I thought I didn't know that it gave random messages. Like I said, this was the first night that I've had a problem. I didn't know it told me or was trying to tell me, but if I had more education, it would have been easier. I think there should be more help out there. So I didn't even know this YouTube channel existed. I'm very grateful. And I'm very grateful this store is open on the weekends.
No, thank you. And what's great is that you're only 2 weeks into this, and you seem so determined to make this work.
Right.
And we wish we saw a lot more people out there so determined.
Yeah.
Because only half the people succeed on this, believe it or not. So what is your motivation to make this work?
Well, they were telling me that, so I've been having issues with memory and strokes and everything, and they said that that's been my problem. I probably wasn't born this way, but I was definitely grown into this to where I was breathing 76 times, and they said over 20 is severe. So I was really bad. So this machine has been a lifesaver. I noticed a big change a couple days in. I'm like, I don't have a headache anymore, and I was so foggy. You know how when you just have a baby, everything's a fog? That's exactly what it felt like. I'm like, am I even sleeping? And I get reasonable sleep. I lay down at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I get up at 5 in the morning. So it wasn't the sleep. It was the lack of air. And I was constantly getting up to use the restroom. She said that was the breathing. I don't go to the restroom anymore with my sleep or anything. I get a good night's rest now. It's wonderful. I love this machine.
All right, Gina, that's awesome. Last, could we see your ResMed app, your scores? Because you had phenomenal scores.
I did. I had terrific scores.
I would love to show YouTube land out there your scores, because this is what it's all about. Here we go.
I had amazing scores right from the beginning. Well, the first day, that was just trying it at the place. Yeah. But I've been doing so good. I've gotten 100 a couple of times. I've been in the high 90s, so I've been doing well. Thursday night into last night, that was my problem.
That's what the leak is.
That's when the leak started, because and you know what I just thought of it? My husband and I went away last weekend, and I didn't even think of it when I put the machine back together. I didn't know that white part was connected to this tube. That is so helpful to know.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you so much.